In this lesson, we will use the properties of logarithms to rewrite expressions. So recall the properties of logarithms. So you have the product property. Remember, with the product property, every time you have a log to where the terms are multiplied together, you can separate the logs by adding the sum of each log. And then the quotient property, anytime you have a quotient or in fraction form, it's the same or equivalent to if you were to subtract the two logs, the top take away the bottom. And then you have the power rule. So we have log base m of p. So here you see m has an exponent of p. With the power rule, you could move the exponent out in front, and that's another equivalent way of writing the power property. In this example, we're asked to use the properties of logarithms to rewrite the expression. Now, when you use the properties of logarithms to rewrite an expression, all you're doing basically is writing it in expanded form. So here we have it in short form, and we can expand that. When you have a log that contains a fraction, recall that we can use the quotient property. And with the quotient property, it is going to be subtracting the two logs, or top take away the bottom. So what you have is log base 3 of 6y take away log base 3 of z. So when we do that, it's going to look like so. Now we're not done yet because we can still expand this even further, because if you look at the first log, you have log base 3 of 6y. So you have two terms, you have a 6 and a y. We can expand that using the product rule, which states that you're going to add the two logs. So what you'll have is log base 3 of 6 plus log base 3 of y. So when you do that, it's going to look like so. And that's about it. There's nothing more you can do to expand that. And there you have it, rewriting using the properties of logarithms.